Hello. What's going on with y'all? Welcome to HDiiTV. You're now rocking with your boy. I finally finished Friday's WNBA games. Now I just got the fever and wings from last night, I believe it was, or the night before, and then I got the Aces and the Sun, where A'ja Wilson made history. I will have those recaps for you probably later on today or tomorrow. So I would be doing my fantasy football weekend review. You know, I had a bad week all over the board, but it is what it is. I had a great week, actually, personally, but business-wise, bad. But it is what it is. Now, I'm trying to figure out. The Phoenix Mercury are very hard to figure out. Everybody was expecting this team once they got Brittany Griner back, once they got Taurasi some help, a full season, this team would be great to go. Then you had, of course, Sophie Cunningham coming out and saying that guys got to play better. Not paraphrasing word for word, just giving you a summary of what she said. You can go look it up for yourself. Saying that guys got to want to play like they want to be here and all of that stuff. You know, team, we got to be a team and all that, whatever. We know Diana put a battery in her back, allegedly. Now, the Connecticut Sun got started early. Ty Harris, like I said, if Ty Harris, DeWanna Bonner, Marina Mabry, two of those three have got to be consistent. They've got to go for a big scoring night. Brianna Jones went for a big scoring night, but it was very quiet. So I'm cool with that. Hers was quiet, but Ty Harris, Mabry, and DeWanna Bonner, they have to turn it on. Carrington is great on both ends of the floor. She's a pest, love her play. To me, she's in the Defensive Player of the Year conversation, but A'ja's going to win it, which she should. A'ja's had a dynamic year. It's crazy how great she is. Also, you have Brittany Griner, who looks like she's taking a step back. But for the Connecticut Sun, before I switch to the Mercury, the Connecticut, well, I'm gonna go back and forth between the two. The Connecticut Sun dominated the pace of the game. If you allow Alyssa Thomas to set the pace of the game and allow her to set the tone of the game by being physical, knocking you around, you're not gonna win. The Mercury, for some reason, like they only get they try to get physical with people, and they're not really a physical team. Diana Taurasi walks around mad all the time because she's old and bitter. She feels like I still got it when she really doesn't. She should really not. I told you guys, she would be better coming off the bench. Excuse me. She would be a lot better coming off the bench, but she's not going to come off the bench. And I respect that because she's played in this league a long time. She's played in this league a long time. She's put up some great numbers. You know, she was the glorified white girl before Cece was. So, to me, she never was really great at or good at defense. Like I said, I've always had Elena Beard over her. I've never had Taurasi in my top 5 or 10. And it's not disrespect. People will probably get mad, and I don't care. Like, I just never really liked her defense. Like, as far as a scorer, she's probably the greatest scorer that we've ever seen from a woman ball player. So that's the only reason why she's in my top 10. You know, I didn't have her in my top 10 at first, and then I put her in there because Diana Taurasi's had some great games where she just taken over and just dominated the other team. But my issue with her is that she lets her emotions get the best of her a lot. I'm not going to say her emotion. I'm going to say her passion. Her passion, like, she just goes off, you know. And she's always butted heads with other personalities that are strong. Kalea Copper doesn't have, to me, an alpha personality. she's a dog now. Like, don't get me wrong, she can play, but she never took me as a lead person like Candace did. When Candace played for the Sky, you could tell that was Candace squad by when she walked out on the court, the way she communicated with everybody. Kai is a very quiet person, and then she goes to score. She has fire and dog in her, but she's never been that personality just to take over the whole locker room like this is what it's going to be. Great player, though. And to me, it's like this team is just going to go to the first round and lose. To me, I would rather watch the Dream and Mystic get in over this team, because this team's been bad all year. And they've always been upset. They're ready to fight somebody. Their coach, Nate Tibbetts, he's just a puppet. And he just comes in all of a sudden, never coached a woman game of his life, but he gets the highest contract. You know that was a Diana Taurasi move. And he does what Taurasi does. Like, if he ever tried to talk back to Taurasi, man, she gonna what? He gonna come the next day. Oh, well, why my key card don't work? Yeah, about that. Taurasi not feeling you. You gotta go. Like, Taurasi's like a big mob boss. And coming on the Patreon, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna give you guys the backstory on Taurasi. We gonna talk about it. You know, Cappy Pondexter, everybody felt was the best player on that team, and look what happened. But I don't want to get into that. I put that on the Patreon. But Diana Taurasi is very hard to deal with. When they're not on, like, they're off, they're off. Natasha Cloud starts to try to fight everybody. Like, for you to be the point guard, I've never seen a point guard with their head just like Gary Payton was very passionate, like Cloud is. However, Gary Payton never lost his head. Like, he played within the game where he needed to. You know, he just couldn't outsmart Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan just mentally took him out the game silently, like without him even knowing it. And we're going to talk about that as well. So I just feel like they're a waste of time. Phoenix is just going to be in one and done. They're going to be gone. Nobody's going to care about them. Connecticut's son, like I said, if Ty Harris, DeWanna Bonner, or Marina, if they don't have a good game, two of those three have a good game, they're in trouble. But I mainly want DeWanna Bonner to get going. DeWanna Bonner is older, so she's not the same DeWanna Bonner that she was when she was in Phoenix. You know, where she was just destroying people. I got to put a video up in the Patreon of DeWanna Bonner balling, man. She was giving people the business. So I just feel like this team here is, they're good, but they're just not great. They're missing something. And in my opinion, if Alyssa Thomas isn't really going to give you a lot of points, Ty Harris and them going to have to step up. Now, defensively, they're cool, but you can beat them defensively. To me, you can take them out. Personally, I don't feel they're, I feel they'll do well against the lower tier teams, but the top teams like New York, who they've given problems in the past, or Vegas. But their bench stepped up because Marina comes off the bench. So she outscored the whole Phoenix bench. Marina Mabry, like I said, is very inconsistent. She's a streaky player. Like, if she's hot, she's hot. If she's cold, she's cold. She could be hot and cold all in the same game. Like, it's crazy to me. She wanted to go here, but I'm telling you now, man, if she don't step up in the playoffs, you're going to have to answer to Alyssa Thomas and Carrington. They going to let you know what's up. You know, she think everything all peachy there. No. If Marina Mabry don't step up and do what she do, she going to have a problem. Because they brought you in and gave up 2 pieces of people that they really cherish and love to bring your pompous ass in there. So you better show up. You better show up. Because if you don't, they going to have an issue. Because they really don't mess with her like that. They're cool to an extent. It's like, yeah, I got to deal with you because you're on the team. That's the attitude I take with them. You know. And you could tell, dog, it's just a lot of pettiness in the W. There's more pettiness in the WNBA. Like, it's more pettiness because it's females, but it's funny. But it's a funny petty. It's not no heinous or, you know, people gonna try to make it into something that is not. But Marina better step her ass up in the playoffs. I'm just being real. Or or they gonna have a problem. Other than that, Connecticut, like I said, if they could change the pace of the game to what they like and be physical, be able to, you know, be physical. But I just don't see their type of basketball stopping the Aces or stopping the Liberty or the Lynx. I think the Lynx give everybody the biggest problem. But I'll talk about that later. I just want to keep it on this team here. But they blew Mercury out by the third quarter, mid or in third quarter. It was over. Taurasi hurt herself. Then she came back, saw she was stinking it up, then sat down. Brittany Griner sat down. Like, Phoenix is done. If Phoenix win the first round of the series, man, that'll be astonishing. Because they can, they can do it. They could F around and win the first round of the series. If they lock in, they could. Because they're a veteran team. Veteran teams are very scary. Especially when the playoffs start September 22nd. And then, you know, veteran teams are very used to going on the road. And I think they really want to get a lot of payback on a lot of teams. And then you're going to have Kalia Copper back, hopefully. So, like I said, I'll watch out for them when I get to the playoffs. I won't just count them out, but I could see them being a first round and out exit. I'll give them like, I say 2-1 first round. They'll be out. But yeah. Now let's get to this fat bastard. One of my subscribers, one of my subscribers came in. My supporters. I don't do followers or subscribers, or you guys are people. You know, you guys make the page flow. One of my supporters told me to go watch Jason Fat Bastard Shitlock. Now, I don't make stuff on him. I was gonna say this for the Patreon, but we could just do it right now. Listen, I went over there, man, and I saw the video. Like, he just took everything I've said about this girl from the beginning. Caitlin Clark is a spoiled, pompous brat. She's another Taurasi. The only difference is that I don't think she has the hater gene in her. I don't think she's gonna be hating on anybody. You know, I don't know if I don't think she'll get to the point where she'll just kick people off the team. I think Caitlin actually wants to try to be cool with her teammates, and she wants to build that bond. She just don't know how to, because she's never been around strong personalities. But I can tell you Nalissa done. We're going to talk about that later. After I watch this game, I'm going to talk to you guys about what's been going on with her. Now, Jason Shitlock only said that because she liked a tweet. That's the only reason why he crashed out. He even says that, I can't really hate her. I'm really a fan. He's really a fanboy. Dog, Jason Shitlock has never watched women's basketball. It's like Monica McNutt told Stephen C. Smith. You could have been promoting women's basketball 5 years ago. And he could have. But you know why? They could have did it 10 years ago. They could have been promoting WNBA. You know why they didn't promote it? Because there's nothing but black and brown people in it. So they found their savior. They're happy. They found their savior. Man, let me over. You ain't going nowhere. Appreciate that. They found their savior. And now they're gonna get the other girl so they both can play each other in future championships. They're setting this up so cliche. It's not even funny. It's so terrible. But Jason Shitlock is mad because she liked the tweet of Taylor Swift. And it's like, who cares? Jason Shitlock's show is trash. Don't nobody watch that bullshit. And if they do watch it, they're idiots. They're brainwashed idiots, so they hate themselves. How are you going to talk trash about this chick after you just said that she's the best player ever in your eyes? It's like, it don't make any sense. Like, that's why I try to tell you. You guys love to listen to these flip-flopping ass people. I don't flip-flop. I already told you guys. She ain't nothing but another Steve Nash. That's all she is, and she got range. She's going to turn the ball over at a high clip. She don't play defense. Last game, they tried to glaze on Cashapp's channel about her playing defense. I'm like, y'all got beat. Y'all got beat by 4, and most of the time it was because of her. And then she ball hogged in the fourth quarter. Instead of getting Kelsey Mitchell involved and getting her back in the rhythm, no, she wants to take these wild ass shots, and then she just want to throw the ball around so then she could try to get the ball back. She's not a point guard. She's a 2-guard masquerading as a point guard. I don't care what Wody says. I don't care what any of these stands say. We know you love the white girl. That's fine. You love that type of basketball. That's fine. But you know the difference between her and Taurasi? Taurasi had a one-on-one game. Taurasi could break your ass down and score at each level at a high clip. If this was the prime Taurasi or younger, she would destroy this white girl. Hell, Cappy Pondexter would have gave her the business. So it's like, I don't know what Shitlock is talking about with his fat bastard ass. We've been on this about Caitlyn. She's a crybaby. Christy Sides made that report talking about they're hurting her and she's not getting the foul call she's supposed to. They've been calling egregious fouls ever since. She hit Asia Wilson in the damn mouth when Asia tried to set a pick, called no foul. Then Asia had to get the ball, go at the 2 black women, but guess what? They called a foul on the 2 black women, but the white girl can't get no foul. Then the other night, then this past night against Dallas, somebody sent me a clip. She done cussed out the damn ref or going off on the ref. The ref get attacked to Leah Boston like he did earlier in the year. I told you guys, they are going to protect this white girl. This is their investment. They don't care. And then I'm tired of people saying, well, create your own league. We've tried that. ABA, AFL, you know why it went under? Because of them. We tried to create our own society. You know what happened, Jason Fatlock, you fat bastard piece of shit? You know what happened? They bombed us. They burnt our shit. It ain't because nobody was supporting it. That's the lies they put out there. Like, stop it. I'm tired of black people saying we need to get our own shit when they know we're not going to be able to get our own shit because systematically they're not going to allow us to. So stop with the bullshit. You either got to deal with some racist white boys or white women, or you got to deal with some UTs and some B dancers and some house Negroes. So Shitlock, take your fat ass on somewhere, eat some ribs or eat a goddamn hoagie. You ain't nothing but a pile of lard. And this is how I know Warren Sapp a bitch too. I can't believe he did a show with your punk ass after the way you was talking about Coach Prime. That's why I said, y'all got to stop looking up to these athletes and these entertainers. They all are full of crap. They liars and they full of shit. So personally, F Jason Fat Bastard Shitlock. And yeah, the Connecticut Sun blew the Mercury out because the Mercury are trash. And Everybody's probably had it up to here with Taurasi. Everybody's probably done playing with one another. If Taurasi need to retire. If Taurasi don't retire and she's coming back next year, I can see a lot of women not being on that team next year. I'm serious. It's always happened. You cannot play with Taurasi. She's terrible to play with. Seriously. So yeah, I said what I said, fat bastard, and stop stealing everybody's shit when they talk about her. You know you a fan, so don't talk shit now about her because she liked the bum ass tweet. I'm glad she liked that tweet because she exposed all of you bitch ass niggas to show that you really didn't care about the game to begin with. All you guys cared about was telling these bullshit ass lies. These bullshit lies. Sorry, bastards. Can't stand y'all bastards. Y'all be the main one talking about, why you playing the race card? Then proceed to use the race card. They're being racist with Caitlin Clark. That's all you was screaming about, you fat piece of shit. And now all of a sudden you got a problem with Caitlin. Nah, nigga. Keep that same energy. Just like Shedeur did with that white boy, that Colorado State white boy. Nah, nigga, stand on business. You was popping off on the internet, now you want to shake my hand. Yeah, because we whooped your ass. You fat piece of shit, you house nigga. I swear, dog, that's why you don't come outside, because we would slap the hell out your fat ass. You bitch. Man, I'm out, man. And dog, he only hated on Caitlin Clark and took all of our points because she liked the damn Taylor Swift tweet. Who cares she liked the tweet? She probably liked the tweet because her and Taylor Swift are friends, stupid. Just like y'all tried to say with the Angel Reese love white men. Angel Reese just reposted the goddamn tweet because it was her friend. That didn't mean she agreed with the shit. She just shouted out her friend. She just did that because that's her friend. Just because people like something doesn't mean they endorse it. They're probably doing it because it's their homegirl or their friend. Angel Reese dates black men. Y'all just put her with Durant, with the Pistons. Y'all just put her with G Herbo. But now all of a sudden she like white men. The internet is full of idiots. You people have got to stop living on the internet. Just like I was on Sino shit. Somebody said, oh, I'm gonna unalive you. Bruh, it's the internet. If somebody come up to me, I got something waiting for them. Thank you for listening. I'm out. Deezy.